In this program, we'll show you how to install 5 types of EPDM roofing systems using the most efficient step-by-step procedures and according to the highest standards of quality. First, you'll learn how to inspect and prepare the roof surface and how to install the insulation. Then you'll learn detailed procedures for installing the ballasted system, the adhered system, the mechanically anchored or MAS system, and the batten in the seam and reinforced mechanically attached systems.
Now let's take a look at the preparation of the roof surface. Before you begin installing any Firestone roofing system, you must inspect and prepare the roof surface. It should be dry, smooth, and level. Remove any ponded water, snow, frost, or ice. Also remove any debris and smooth any roughened surface that could damage the roof insulation or membrane. Then, fill any openings or voids in the roof decking with an acceptable insulation or suitable fill material. Once the roof substrate is fully prepared, you can install the insulation. In almost all cases, the installation of a Firestone EPDM roofing system starts with the application of a layer of approved insulation. Refer to the System Design Guide section of Firestone's technical manual for a list of approved insulations and minimum thicknesses. Any insulation not included on this list must be reviewed by Firestone before you start the job. Keep in mind that roof insulation can be damaged by moisture, so install only as much insulation as you can cover with finished roofing membrane, either by the end of the day or before the onset of bad weather. Now let's take a look at how to fit the insulation boards. Fit the insulation boards loosely to prevent warping and buckling, but allow no gaps greater than 1/4 of an inch between boards. Be sure to stagger the joints between adjoining boards. If you're installing 2 layers of insulation, also stagger the joints between the adjoining layers. If there are gaps greater than 1/4 of an inch wide, but less than 1 inch wide, you can use small cut pieces of insulation to fill them. If some boards are fitted too tightly, you must remove and refit the boards. After the insulation is placed and fitted on the roof, for all systems except the ballasted system, you must mechanically attach the insulation to the substrate using Firestone fasteners and insulation plates. Different types of roof deck require different fasteners. Select the correct fastener for your job from the fastener chart in the System Design section of Firestone's technical manual. Attach each board using the correct number of fasteners and insulation plates set in the approved fastening pattern. Refer to the Technical Information Sheet section of Firestone's technical manual for the approved fastening pattern for your job. Because the number of fasteners can vary from as few as 5 fasteners to as many as 16 per board, it is very important to verify the correct fastening pattern before installing EPDM membrane. The fastening pattern cannot be changed once the membrane is installed. Once the fasteners and insulation plates are correctly positioned, drive the fasteners into the roof deck. Be careful not to tilt the fasteners. Tilted fasteners will leave a raised edge on the insulation plate that can cut or puncture the roof membrane. Make sure the fasteners are fully seated in the center of the insulation plate. Also make sure the fasteners are not overdriven. Overdriven fasteners can cut and damage the top surface of the insulation, which would make it necessary to replace both the fastener and the insulation board. Remember, do not use any type of mechanical attachment when you install insulation under a ballasted system. Ballasted roofing membrane installed directly over insulation fasteners is easily cut or punctured by the fasteners, both during installation and when the roof is subject to maintenance traffic. After the insulation is installed, you can begin installing the Firestone EPDM roofing system selected for your job.